Hi, my name's Kim, and I want to share with you my experience of the installation and operation of the Airspool solar powered heat pump. As a little bit of an introduction, I'm a HERS or home energy rater, and if you are unfamiliar with that, you could Google home energy rating system, which is HERS, and see what I do. But bottom line is I kind of have a strong understanding of the energy use and energy efficiency of buildings. And behind me is a almost 60-year-old building that we had an issue with not enough cooling in one of the rooms. So this building was remodeled or renovated about 7 or 8 years ago, and did an extensive work with the electrical system, with all the heating and cooling, and we replaced 2 big swamp coolers and a gas space heater with 4 mini split heat pump systems that have 7 indoor units. The challenge we've been having is this: the meter and the disconnect for this building is only 100 amps. That's old school. Almost the only place you'd find an electrical system this small would be in an apartment or a small condo. I did quite a bit of research on options for this building to improve the cooling in the grooming salon. Now, when we put in these heat pumps, there was plenty of cooling for what the room was being used for, but it's been turned into a grooming salon for dogs and occasionally cats, where they're bathing, blow drying, whatnot. There's a lot of humidity, and this room is south facing, so it's getting a lot of heat. Anyway, the Airspool offered a solution in giving me a high efficiency, high SEER heat pump system that did not have to connect to our undersized electrical system. And these solar panels are set on ballasted racks, sometimes called baskets, and these can be ordered from various manufacturers, but they're approved to hold down against wind and seismic, I suppose, with these cement blocks. And we did not have to make any penetrations through the roof. In fact, the only penetration at all required in the installation of this was the roof jack for the line set and the electrical control wire to go between this outdoor unit and the indoor unit that's down in the grooming salon. So this whole installation, with assistance, I didn't do it all myself, took us about 4 hours. The hardest job of all was just getting stuff on the roof, and then we laid out kind of carefully before we drilled a hole through the roof to make sure it was going in the right spot. I'm going to show you the room that we've had a challenge with. This grooming salon is just overused for the kind of cooling that was put in the building originally. This is the indoor unit. It's a 1-ton heat pump. Was installed with the renovation, but with the bathing and blow drying and everything that goes on in here, the groomers were too warm, not enough cooling. So this is the Airspool unit that we installed, and it is currently running off 100% solar. It's not even plugged in, although it's a simple 110 volt 15 amp plug to plug it in, and it will operate 100% off of that, or when the sun's shining, 100% off of solar. Additionally, it has the ability to utilize as much solar as available and make up the difference from the AC house current where it's plugged in. So I'll finish this up with a little recap. First off, this Airspool heat pump is highly efficient, and in many situations it will qualify for federal and possibly state tax credits, as well as potential rebates from municipalities or utilities. It's something you'll want to research in your own personal situation to find out if that can assist with the costs. Additionally, in most situations, the solar panels will qualify for both state and federal tax credits because it's a solar installation. The other interesting aspect is because the solar is not wired into the grid in any way, and it's a small solar system, there's a high likelihood that permitting will not be required in most jurisdictions. So it's a relatively easy installation. It's a standard mini split, and anybody with experience installing mini splits can do this in a heartbeat, and it's pretty darn easy to do it yourself. So while I've got some background in refrigeration work, I was able to do this with some assistance. There's many aspects that take more than two hands to finish up, but the idea is that it's almost completely do-it-yourself if you desire. That or any qualified handyman would be able to help you out tremendously. So research the requirements in your market for permitting, for tax credits, potential rebates, and understand that it's pretty darn easy to do. And as a result, we have doubled the cooling capacity in our grooming salon, and I don't even have the unit plugged in. We will run a 110 plug to an outlet that's already on the roof, so that if it's cloudy or rainy or dark and they need additional cooling or possibly heating, this unit can totally do that. But the idea is that we're getting all this extra capacity with only sunshine, and because this is a south-facing wall, it's the sun that adds the extra heat so much of the time. I'm going to change the view where you can see these are the windows that face south of that grooming salon. So we had an ideal situation for south-facing solar panels, and when the sun is heating up this room, it's also cooling it. So research Airspool. You can Google it. The company's based in Las Vegas. Because I'm a 2-hour drive away, I had the ability to go down and tour their facility, meet the owner, Dave. He's been super helpful in getting me everything that I needed to make this installation. And so far, I couldn't be happier. If you've got more questions, I urge you to look up Airspool, contact Dave, and if for any reason you're seriously thinking about it, do it. You won't be disappointed. Thanks for watching.